Hey guys, and welcome back. Today we're going to do a few quick and simple exercises just to help those who wish to learn to improve their posture. For this, all you might need is just a towel on the side, but if not, you can find anything that might be suitable. To begin, we're going to start off sitting in a hero's pose, sitting on our shins, with our bums on our ankles, and our knees either apart or close together. With our hands on our hips, on our legs, we're going to take a few deep breaths as we settle in and prepare ourselves. Breathing in to feel your chest expand, focusing on keeping a nice straight spine, or exhaling, sighing everything out. To begin, and start just do a few shoulder rolls, rolling our shoulders back, really looking to exaggerate the movement, bringing your shoulders as high as they can up to your ears, and then dropping them down as low as they can go. Going through 5 rounds of this motion. Before changing and going in the other direction. Really looking to exaggerate that movement and engage as many of the muscles as you can. Finally, when we're ready, you can reach over and grabbing the towel, grabbing it with either your right or your left hand, doesn't matter, throwing it over behind your back, and with your opposite hand, you can reach behind and grab it from the top. From here, we can take a few deep breaths, and as we inhale, pulling it back, and then exhaling, relaxing. Inhale to pull, exhale to relax. Going through 2 more by yourselves. Inhale to pull, and exhale. On your last exhale, you can swap sides, grabbing the towel on the opposite hand, and reaching down. Going through again, inhale to pull, exhale to relax. 3 more. Inhale, and exhale. And your last one, you can release, placing your towel on the side. From here, you can place your hands behind your back, grasping them at the base of your spine. Then from here, we're going to do another few rounds of breathing in. Then as we inhale, we're going to push our hands back as far as we can, really pulling our shoulders as much as they can go away from our ears. And as we exhale, relaxing our hands back down. Going again, inhale to pull back, and exhale to relax. 2 more, inhale, and exhale. Finally, on your last one, you can release your hands, placing them in front of you. As we get onto all fours for tabletop, just going through a quick warm-up of the wrists, going in circular motions around your wrists, starting maybe in a clockwise or anti-clockwise direction, before changing in the other direction. When you're ready, you can meet me back in neutral, placing our feet back into a high plank, and then pushing slightly forward so your shoulders go over your wrists for a moment, before lifting your hips up and back for downward facing dog. From here, you can just pedal out your dog a little bit, placing one heel down at a time, focusing on getting a nice straight back, the head hanging nice and loose, maybe shaking your head left and right, up and down, before finally settling back in. From here, we're going to go through a variation of cat-cow. So in your downward dog, you're going to push forward, rounding your back up into a plank. And then in your plank position, you're going to slowly lower your knees. And as you lower your knees, you're going to arch your back down as if you're going for a cow pose. And then just before your knees touch the ground, you're going to push back, rounding your back as if you're going for cat. And then back into down dog. Going to another round, pushing forward into a plank, lowering and arching your back, your knees and arching your back, before pushing back and rounding your back again. Going through 2 more at your own pace. Inhale and exhale. Last one. When you're back in downward facing dog, you can go back into a plank and then slowly lower our whole entire bodies back down again, untucking our toes and pushing up for cobra, holding this for 2 full breaths, making sure to really open your chest, looking up as high as you can, feeling your core get engaged. On your exhale, tucking your toes, pushing back into a downward dog. Pushing forward into a plank once more, lowering all the way down, lowering our bodies flat. And from here, we're going to place our forearms down on the mat, lifting our upper bodies, keeping our hips grounded for a sphinx pose. From here, we can just hold for 3 full breaths. Feeling your chest expand. Inhale. And sighing it all out. More. On your last exhale, you can turn around to lay on your back. Once you're on your back, you can bring your knees to your chest, keeping them together and placing your hands behind your knees. We're going to do a quick spinal massage just by rolling back and forth on our back. Bring our legs as far as possible, and then hovering onto our spine, and then back down. Going through 2 more. And on your last one, you can meet me up in a boat pose, keeping your feet hovering off the mat. You can either keep them bent or straighten your legs. And then whichever option you choose, maybe even look to hover your hands off your legs. Holding this for 2 full breaths. And on your last exhale, you can lower back down onto your back. For the last exercise, we're going to go into a bridge pose. Bring our feet close to our bums so you can even touch your ankles. Relaxing your hands as you slowly start to lift your upper body, starting from the base of your spine and your hips, your lower back. And finally, lifting up 1 vertebra at a time, making sure to keep looking up, even tucking your chin to your chest. For bridge. From here, you can either hold this pose, making sure your legs are still nice and close together, or you can, if you're up to it, you can try and grasp your hands underneath your back, and maybe even lifting your heels off the mat. Holding this pose, really feeling your core get engaged. Then as we start to exhale on our last round of breath, and slowly start placing our heels back down on the mat. And then lowering our back, starting with our spine, then our lower back, and then our hips. And that's pretty much it. I really hope you guys enjoyed this, and I hope you found it informative and helpful. And I hope to see you guys in the next one.